So today's Wednesday, and I've got my first fight in the UK on Friday, which is roughly 2 days away. So it's gonna be an exciting night for sure. I know like the camera angle is a little different. It's because I'm on my bed. Yeah, like my normal spots, like there. Oh my god, foot reveal. What the fuck? My normal spots like there, but we're filming on the we're filming on the bed today because I'm just really tired. Had a really long day. I basically had like a 9 a.m. Seminar this morning, and and then I had to go to the school gym, for training, and I also had to like line ref for one of the men's second team games. So I was there from like 1 p.m. until 8:40 p.m. and I came home at 9 p.m. So yeah, long day today. I basically had to eat lunch and dinner at the gymnasium, which is something. But yeah, quite tired. So we're gonna be filming on the bed today. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, boxing. So I don't want to make this a super long video, but um, in general, I am a little scared. Why? Because my opponent, admittedly, is quite good. This is going to be a boxing match, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know me, um, or doesn't regularly watch these videos. I feel like this video is going to be like kind of that one video that I made like a year ago, where I talk about how I'm feeling for the fight and just like my general thoughts. So yeah, uh, definitely a little scared because my opponent's quite good. He is the first person I've met in the UK who uses the Philly shell defense and offense stance. So it's going to be an exciting fight for sure. I'm going to be seeing a lot of new things for the first time. I'm going to be learning to adapt to a lot of new things for the first time. Because like back home in Hong Kong, like nobody, I know one person who uses a Philly shell, but here it's also the first time. So I mean, it's not a very common one, and the fact that I don't have much practice with it is a little concerning. But I mean, it's kind of whatever. Like I'm not crazy worried about the fact that I've never really faced a Philly shell in a fight. But I'm just slightly worried because you never know what you can see. Like a fight's a fight, man. Like you never know what's gonna happen. Everything's kind of unpredictable, and I'm honestly just a little scared like as to like whether or not like he's gonna throw something crazy out there, and I won't be able to react. And like, what if I get knocked out? Which I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah. I mean, despite all this glazing I'm doing, I am still quite confident in myself. Um, I I don't know. I think I prepared pretty well for this fight. I basically just did the exact same thing I did for my first two fights, and that was do a shit ton of fitness, do a shit ton of training, and do a lot of cardio. Because like honestly, for like a beginner slash amateur fight, like fitness is gonna be the main components of that fight. Like nobody's really gonna care about the technique, especially since it's a lot of these people's first fight. Um, I think it's my opponent's first fight as well, so I do have like 2% of experience over him, but it's whatever. You never know what's gonna happen. And especially in these fights, it's not gonna be you're not gonna be seeing the highest level of boxing. A lot of these fights are gonna be slugfests, so I don't know what to say about that. But I know my opponent. I've sparred him twice in this entire camp, and he's not a slugger. So I definitely think I'll get like some technical time with him, but I will turn it into a slugfest uh, if I feel like I'm losing. So there goes my fight plan. Oh my gosh. What else is there? that I want to say. So the fight's gonna be 3 2-minute rounds with 1 minute round breaks, in case I haven't mentioned that. And I haven't really done that before. Like my previous fights were all like 1 5-minute round. So yeah, this is gonna be my first time doing this style of fight. And I know how everyone says like this isn't gonna count on your record. I'm like, oh, just have fun. This isn't gonna be on your record, so it's okay if you lose. No, it is not okay if I lose. Like, despite all this yapping they're doing, I refuse to lose. Um, if you like, I'm sure I've talked about this a ton, but I hate losing, especially boxing. Like losing in boxing is the worst feeling ever. Although I can't say because I've never lost. But I mean, like, even just sparring, like, I've lost in sparring a million times. Like, it doesn't feel good. Like, losing in any other sport is fine. Like, I've lost so many games in volleyball. We haven't won a single game yet, but we've lost so many games in volleyball that just, it's kind of whatever, because you can feel bad mentally, but you don't feel bad physically. Like, you don't have a bloody nose. You don't have a stiff neck. You don't have a bruise on your abdomen after a fight, like after a volleyball match. But in boxing, you do. Like, it hurts physically and mentally. That is the worst part of losing. And honestly, that might not even be the worst part. The worst part is when you lose and you start questioning yourself whether or not you are the person you think you are. Like, I personally think that is the worst part about losing in martial arts. Um, so definitely don't want to lose. I don't intend on losing at all whatsoever. If I have to do it, I will break my hand just to win. Even if that means throwing like, one crazy punch that hopefully earns me the win, but at the expense of breaking my hand. Um, Not because that happened last time, but because that's how far I'm willing to go to win. I am just that one guy. Call me like a sore loser. Call me petty. I don't care. Like, I just hate losing. Um, of course, boxing's the only sport where I really don't mind, where I really do not want to lose. Any other sport, I don't care. Volleyball, I don't care. But boxing, nuh-uh, you won't catch me losing. So yeah, this clip is gonna age horribly, if the outcome is not what it should, like, what I think it is. But, it is what it is. A fight's a fight. You never know what's gonna happen. So, but that's just my personal take on this fight. I also think it's a little better that I know the opponent I'm fighting, because I do have some plans during the fight, especially for like a Philly shell fighter. I do have some plans that I want to use against him, but I don't know if they'll work because I've only sparred him twice this entire camp. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but all the fighters spar and like train together during training sessions. So yeah, I have seen him. I have videos of him sparring, and I've like sort of just analyzed him a little bit. And there are just a few things that I want to be aware of and I want to take advantage of in the fight, which I will not say in this video. So we're gonna leave it at that. Sorry, there's a notification. I have to swipe it away. So aside from that, there really isn't much to say aside from the fact that I have to be confident that I can win. I mean, obviously, like, I genuinely don't think I will lose. I'm not trying to glaze myself here, but I have been told by the coach that I am the best fighter there. And he doesn't think I'll lose either. So I've got a lot of expectations on me, not just from myself, but also from the people that have been training us. I'm not sure if that's what he tells everyone, but just taking a look at everyone else, I really don't think he was lying. This is a lot of people's first fight, and also a lot of people's first time training like doing anything boxing related, except for my opponent. He's quite good, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. But with that being said, there's not really much to say. Overall, just a little scared, a little nervous, a little excited, not in a weird way, but I do think this is gonna be the fight of the night, in my opinion, simply because a lot of the pairings for this fight card are experienced versus not experienced, non-experienced versus non-experienced, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, me and this other guy's fight is the only fight where it is experienced and experienced. Like, I don't, like, yeah, I don't know why the matchups have gone that way, because I definitely think a few of the more experienced guys could be fighting more experienced guys, but for some reason the organizers just decided to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna make you fight this guy who has boxed for like 8 weeks. So I do think that's a bit of a piss take, but I mean, it is what it is. But also at the same time, there are weight classes, so it is what it is. However, my opponent is heavier than me, so I don't know why we're fighting together. I think it might be just to balance things out, because at first I thought I was going to be fighting this other guy who was my weight. We were literally like 2 kg off from each other, so I thought I was 100% fighting this other guy, but then I'm not anymore, and all of a sudden I'm fighting this heavier guy, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I think it is? I think they're trying to balance out the skill and the weight. So he's heavier than me, but I'm more skilled. So that's why they want to put the two of us together, so it balances it up, so it balances out. Because if I was to fight someone who's the same weight as me, like, obviously that wouldn't be fair. Like, you gotta be a little delusional like that, you know? So that's me gaslighting myself into more glazing, basically. But yeah, I think I'll just end it there, to be honest. I am quite tired. It is, what time is it right now? Okay, it's basically 12. And I've another 9 a.m. tomorrow. Great. I have a full day. I don't even get a lunch break tomorrow. Because I have a lecture in between 2 seminars, which normally doesn't happen. It's only tomorrow. But yeah, I don't have a lunch break tomorrow at all, so I'm just gonna bring some cookies to class and I'll just eat that for lunch. But yeah, like, honestly, the nutrition's going great for this fight. Like, well, like, what? So yeah, 2 days, guys, 2 days, and hopefully I'll put a video out that's positive. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, to be honest. So you've already know. Yeah, once again, you already know my thoughts. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I do want to go to sleep. And I will see you in a few days, I believe. I will make a video. I don't know if I'll post it the weekend of the fight, but who knows? Who knows, man? Like, maybe I'll feel like making a video, and then I'll upload it. Obviously, it won't be as high quality. It'll probably just be me sitting on my bed talking to the camera like this, but yeah, that's about it for me. See ya.